Hey everybody, it's Gypsy, and welcome to On the Edge of Appalachia. Today is Saturday, August 30th, 2025, and it does not feel like it. It has felt like fall all week. And since it's Saturday, it is time for my Saturday garden tour. This is the last time until next July that I'll be able to do it on Saturday. I will have to do it on Fridays because I go back to vending next week. But anyways, it's very strange weather we're having. We are having an early fall. This past week, for several days, it's been in the 60s for the high. Today, we're reaching a whopping 70 degrees. I believe we're going to be in the 70s for a few days, and then it goes back down to the 60s. This is not normal for Northeast Ohio. We should be like at least in the mid 70s, I would say. And it seems to me around this time of the year it's usually around 80 degrees, but I don't know what's going on. Anyways, the cottage garden, I have not had a chance to do any more work in here. I would love to find more stepping stones. It's been a very busy week doing other things. It's still messy in there. My trellis is doing great. I hear that next year it's going to be looking even prettier. But yeah, I'm pleased with it. It took a long time to get to that point, but I love it. I have so many Napoli tomatoes in here. These Napolis, the plants get really bushy. I have huge clusters. Of course, they're just not ripening. And I have a feeling this weather may be holding them back now, too. In fact, right now, I'm wearing what I call my gardening jacket. It's a denim jacket that has a light lining, a quilted lining. That's how cold it is. These are my Parisian Market carrots. They're doing good. In fact, yesterday, my daughter-in-law walks in the house last night, and it had to been in the upper 50s, maybe 60s, low 60s. She's wearing shorts. I'm like, oh my God, aren't you cold? And she's going, I love it. And then it just dawned. I said, oh, I keep forgetting you're from Finland. I mean, it's cold. It's cold. There's a cold place. She's used to that. My fairy garden starting to look a little overgrown again. So I'm going to have to do some trimming back in here. My pumpkins, I have harvested 21 pumpkins so far. One is decorating the sleeper of my son and daughter-in-law's truck, and these are the rest of them. So, I have not really had a chance to do much this week with setting up for the flea market. And, it's just, there's something else going on that's not good in my life that has been consuming my time. I'm hoping this problem will rectify itself. But it's one of my cats, my black cat, never came home. We have a very strong spiritual bond. And, even though being a country girl and everything, that kind of stuff happens, it's hard for me because we're very close. I'm going to go out and look for her again today. And, of course, I have posts everywhere. We're going to be putting out flyers. Neighbors are keeping an eye out. But anyways, it's hard. It's hard. So, the strawberries, I haven't had luck with strawberries this year. There's a lot of things I have not had luck with. But, of course, I've been having luck with my pumpkins, who have decided to make themselves at home out in the yard instead of their pumpkin patch. So I got this one. Isn't it beautiful? So there's a lot more coming up. I don't know how many more baby ones are going to pop up. But the leaves, you know, it gets a powdery mildew every August. And I tried to treat them, cut them off. I kind of give up. I'm still getting my pumpkins. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to like trim off bad leaves. Help me see what pumpkins are ready easier. It's not easier when you're disabled to climb through this messy big pumpkins, but I managed. So, yeah, the cat that took off, went missing, is my black cat, Persephone. A little Miss Ma'am. Oh my Lord. Look at that. I have to cut those off. I don't know if you could see right there. I have never seen so much powdery mildew on one leaf in all my life. Oh. Beans still going strong. This is a loofah plant. I am not seeing any flowers on this one yet. Here's another loofah plant. Oh, it's growing good. Uh-oh. No, that isn't. I thought it was powdery mildew. This one's doing good too. Still no flowers on there. Pumpkins, they're just traveling all over the yard. They're coming out this way. I mean, it's a long distance because I think the last pumpkin is quite back there, last pumpkin plant, but they're going into the beans and everything. My beans, these ones are starting to not die down, as you can see. They're perfectly healthy. These are my rattlesnake beans. I love them. I think they're starting to produce a little less. I don't know if it's because of the weather or it's just time. It's hard to tell this year. My little experiment here with the honeydew melons. It's been having all kinds of blossoms, but I have not seen any melons until yesterday. I found a baby one. Now, whether or not it gets big and ripens before first frost, I don't know, especially now that it appears we're going to have an early fall, so which means an early first frost. Oh, my beans fell over. Keeps happening. You know, who knows? This was just an experiment because, like I have said in the past, I totally forgot that I grew some honeydew seedlings, and I found them in the greenhouse, and it was like, well, it's late in the year, but I'm going to throw them in the ground and see what happens. And this is what's happening. They are pretty. I like the way they look in the garden. Oh, let's see. Yeah, my loofah's over here. Oh, Lord. Everything's getting heavy. This... Yes, I don't know if you could see it. You see that pollinator there. Oh, look, there's a blossom. Hopefully I'll get another loofah. This plant, he has 3 good-sized loofahs. They just seem to keep growing. I'm hoping I get more because there are about 2 to 3 plants in this bunch here. Not going to fix that one until that pollinator's done. This is the one I have... I had to bring back to health. It was nearly dead and it's looking great. So again, I'm going to give it a better trellis. Oh, let's see. My raspberries, I'm waiting until it's dormant, which at the rate the weather's going could be soon, before I trim off the old, this is what produced this year. I'm going to trim it up and stuff and then trellis it even better. My wild berries over here, I have wild black raspberries and an Allegheny blackberry. Don't worry about the wild animals because we have the thickest woods ever, and they're just filled with all kinds of wild berries, all kinds of, it's we live in a very, what's the word I am looking for? Lots of natural food around here. Look at that little baby. It's almost red. That one's a tiny pumpkin. It's cute. These are all sugar pie pumpkins. They are for baking and cooking. So I'm going to put up enough to last me a year. In fact, I'm about ready. I'm going to be using my last pumpkin puree I made for my pumpkins last year. I'm going to be using those to bake with today because I'm going to be getting more here real soon, as you can see. And then I'll be selling some. I have, oh, there's another baby one down here. Let's go check on my pear-shaped gourds. Where'd they go? Where'd you go? There's one. I don't know if you could see right there. Oh, I know I have some big in here. It's just crazy with all these leaves and everything, but all the leaves are dying back and stuff. There's another pumpkin back there. Yeah, I have a bunch of other of those pear-shaped gourds, the bicolor. Top is orange, bottom stays green. I have a bunch of those too. And I've got my loofahs. So yeah, I'm going to expand. In fact, I think my seeds will be arriving soon for next year. I'm going to be growing different types of pumpkins and gourds next year. I'm going to expand that because I really, really enjoy growing them. I have so much fun with those. Not sure why, but I just love them. I have to deadhead my my sunflowers. I haven't been able to do that. It's been so busy lately. So I got to get doing that. Let them dry. Save the seeds. So, pepperoncinis are doing pretty good. Tomatoes. Just having trouble ripening. Cherry tomatoes will ripen. It's the other ones. They just don't want to get going. Now, these are the chicha beans, also known as garbanzo chickpeas. They look pretty. I haven't seen any blossoms. I don't know what's going to happen with them. Basil's doing good. I've harvested and dried a bunch of this one here. My peppers are doing okay. These section here, getting very, very little blossoms on those. Provider beans doing great. Got peppers coming over here. As you can see, these are my Lincoln peas. All the way down there, doing fantastic. So I'm looking forward to those. Oh, can you see over there? I don't know if you could see them. I have peppers back there. Yeah, my peppers are doing fairly good. Some plants are doing really good. Other plants really aren't doing much of anything. Speaking of not doing much of anything, it would be my cucumbers this year. Last year, I had such a very healthy harvest, way more than healthy, of cucumbers. I could not keep up with the cucumbers. This year, it's just not working for me. It's been very, very sad. Very sad. Last year, I only planted 2 plants, and I had more cucumbers than I knew what to do with. This year, I planted 6 plants, and I'm really not getting anything. These are Kentucky Wonder Beans. They're looking very healthy. They'll be producing soon. These are more Provider beans. Provider beans are also very good. They're a bush bean. Those are delicious. Let's see. Every year in August, my tomatoes get late blight, as you can see. They're looking really scraggly and everything. And I think this winter I'm going to start doing some research to find out how to prevent this. They never get early blight, but they always, in late summer, will get the late blight. So, even though it's cold, they're still bolting. I got to do something about that. But yeah, you can see my jalapenos. Let me see. Come over here, baby. Yep, you see I have jalapenos in here, all over the place. Yeah, so as usual, my cherry tomato harvest has been very, very good. Carrots are coming in nice. These are my fall carrots. These are, what do you call them? Mammoth melting snow peas. And they're beautiful. So it looks like we're going to do good with these too. I've got this is my volunteer pea right here. Just popped up. I think that's left from the spring peas. Kale, which I'm growing for me. I believe kale has, I think I have to look this up. I think it has a lot of like K2 in it, which if you have osteoporosis, like I have a T-score of negative 3.6, so it's bad. I have to be really careful. This is really good. So, can't wait. That's really growing so easily. I should thin it out. Got to do that today. My beans, I have more rattlesnake beans are on this side. Then I have Cherokee black beans too. Apparently, I also planted a cat. Peppers over here, I have all like different kinds in here because it was one of those situations where even though I labeled all my plants, somehow the labels got lost on these. I just knew they were peppers, so I just threw them in here, getting a lot of jalapenos. And this one, I didn't think this might be a chocolate beauty bell pepper. Not sure what that one is over there. So, yep. Let's see. My radish seeds arrived, so I have to start preparing a bed to do my fall radishes. Thankfully, those grow fast because, I don't know, way things are going, it could start snowing any minute. Yeah, so everything is looking scraggly, but there are a lot of tomatoes in there. My beans again. These are Ideal Market beans. Still producing, still looking good, but I see their production going down. So it's just that time. So anyways, this is the back side of my cottage garden. So I think I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be and make it a joyful one.